and I didn't understand why she had so many urine infections, and the headaches. So they sent us to see the eye doctor so many times. The they said it was sinus. They said it was dyslexia. They said all these things, and every time the prescription will go higher and higher because they said that it was her vision. That's why her head was hurting. So when in 2013, when she was diagnosed, it was a very hard month because it was in October. All that month, she couldn't sleep at all. She was crying and yell and screaming because of the pain, and I couldn't stand it no more. So the doctor asked for some orders, some labs and some X-rays, and she was gonna be seen by the neurologist on November the 25th. But in October the 28th, I couldn't stand it anymore. So I went to see the doctor. He said, all the labs are okay. So I don't think Bella has nothing. The school also told me that Bella was homesick. And then when I found out what she was going through, I got so angry because I was listening to what they were telling me, but I know my heart was telling something else. But since I didn't know anything about these type of tumors of this or all these, well, I would just say, see, Bea, you don't have nothing. Even the nurse says that you're homesick. You need to stay at school. You need to stay and you need to listen. And I was getting after her all the time because they would tell me that she didn't have nothing. So that October the 28th, I told the receptionist, I asked her, can you please give me all the results? I'm going to take my daughter to the hospital because this is too much. So I took her to the hospital. And that night, when I came in, I said that she was not having headache at that moment. So when she was in the emergency care, they said, "Well, we don't see nothing wrong with her." And I said, "But she has headaches." And the doctor said, "But I don't see nothing wrong right now." And I said, "But she does." And he said the labs and everything looks okay. And I said, "But she's not okay. You need to understand that there's something wrong with her, and I need to know what it is." And he said, "Well, as my point of view, she can go home." And I said, "Well, I'm not going home. If you want to call the security, call the security. But I'm gonna stay here until somebody tells me what's going on with her." And the new chief came, and the new nurse that came to see me, the new doctor. Uh, she asked me why was I there, and I said, "Well, my daughter." But at that time, I was already crying because I felt frustrated. Then I said, "I don't know what's going on with my daughter, and I'm here for you to tell me what's going on with her because they said she doesn't have nothing." But every day she cries because of the headache. She throws up, and she feels really weak, and I don't know what else to do. And she said, has she ever has a CT scan? And I said, "No, what is that?" And she said, "We have to put her in this tube, and they will check what's going on her head." And I said, "Okay, please." She said, "We will do that." So they did the CT scan, and like 45 minutes later, she came and said, "Your daughter has a brain tumor." And your life is completely right there. Because first of all, I didn't understand what was a brain tumor, but if it had to do with the brain, it was something bad. It took us like 4 years for her to be diagnosed. If she would have been diagnosed earlier, probably they would have saved the pituitary or something else, but it was too late. That's why I urge people when they have their kids have headaches or they have something that has to do with the growing or these infections in the urine or peeing during the night. I said, go check them. Go, because you never know what can be going on inside their body.
Yeah.
And because I couldn't help my daughter, I feel that people needs to hear about this. We have to have more how do you call them, the awareness and more like information out there for people.